So yeah, like I say, I'm sorry about the confusion a little bit too. Like I say too, I did at one point in time tell a group of people that my name was Lucifer because, well, I wasn't exactly feeling in the most trusting of mood, and I don't know, I forget exactly why I told them that. I think I might have made up the word or something like that. Like I generally went by different names. That's why another reason why they say Lucifer goes by different names because um, anyway, though, but there's different time periods and different this and different that, and because I am, like I said, I have exoskeletons 1.5s and basically, the LSF-A colony ship, and basically, a lot of empires knew me as well as creator, basically. So, and basically the things that basically make up your constitution and pretty much, like I said, it's the same rules as basically White Star Lines. Um, like I said, that's why you look at White Star Lines, or you look at or you look at a lot of different military operations, and well, most people like to walk around in white robes, and and it's kind of funny because the white robes are actually like a Lucifer White Star fallback because I mean I had a lot of white cloth and stuff like that, so you know like there was this plague or something or some bad event basically, and like a couple thousand people got sick and died or something, and I think they might have been taking some of my sailcloth because we would sell the sailcloth off my ships as for linen or whatever sometimes or something like that. Like everything that I made for me would eventually go to the public or go to the people if I could. Like the old ropes off the masts and stuff, that whenever we'd re-rig, we would either give it away or sell it to people. And a lot of people would always buy White Star rope because my rope was the best that money could buy, or best that could be made, for my big ships and stuff like that. Like I said, honorable sailors since Hell of Troy and stuff like that. Basically, I was just kind of, my people were just kind of like, just sailors and traders, and basically, all these empires basically just grew up around me and grew up around my planet, basically. Like I said, I built this planet. So, and I built the sun or the star. I was integral part of all this stuff, all these galaxies and stuff. That's how in 1960 I told them about the galaxy coming towards us because, and technically they actually knew about it like 50 trillion years ago or something like that. I told them about the galaxy coming towards us. Anyway, though, or the planets or whatever. And I mean, like I say, there's lots of galaxies out there. And like I say, it wasn't until like 1930 or 1920 or some year like that basically Jimmy Carter or someone was getting up on a soapbox, on public access TV saying, "Cast out Lucifer," and stuff like that. It's like, that's the name of your creator. It's Lucifer Star. So anyway, it's trying to do this thing, and it's like, it's just mean, Lucifer White Star Lines, and Titanic, Olympic, Leviathan, cruise ships, Epic Food Production, ammonium nitrate, fertilizer, the White Star Line Company. The best people in humanity, the best people around. People that helped out many. Like I would help out. I helped out the Chinese Empire. I helped out. I helped everyone. You know, and I founded America, and declared America's independence. So, I mean, it's like cast out who? That's how I know about the mine underneath the White House and everything else like that, because we built it. I built it. So, I mean, you can parade as many doctors and people in front of me and blah 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 blah, but it's like you know, in the 1960s there was a bunch of quackpots that were just giving people drugs, basically getting absolute devotion from my followers, and it's like, they were just having sex with all kinds of women and not really doing much. Maybe doing a little bit, building a house or two, but they really didn't do all that much. They mostly just had sex and basically just lived in one house with a bunch of women around them, or something like that. And it's like, yeah, whatever. Just giving their followers drugs and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, that's one way of looking at existence. Anyway, but like, I'm your actual true creator. So, um, anyway, technically most people would look at me as Jesus reincarnated, but I'm actually Lucifer Star. I'm Lucifer. I've always been Lucifer Star. 100 trillion year old creator. So maybe when you opened the box, you didn't really get who you thought you were going to get. And a lot of people thought it was going to be Nixon reincarnated or JFK reincarnated. It's like, not exactly. I'm Lucifer Star. Home name Brian. So anyway, I'm not a bad guy, of course. You know, I started the White Star Lines Company and also invented flight. I named America. I started your Constitution. I declared America's independence. I was also an integral part of basically what is the Britain Empire, and maybe even German Empire. So, and I played a role in the Chinese Empire as well, of course. So it's like, well, I mean, I helped them because they needed help. So, that's why, I had Germans going into China and basically, teaching the Japanese or teaching people how to do things the right way in science and stuff like that. Science and technology and stuff for the true creator or true leader or whatever. Anyway, for me. So I'm pretty sure they knew who I was and everything else like that. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm not some whatever. It's facts, it's pictures, it's photographs, white ships, white aircraft, the Volker's jet, the first plastic ever, and like I said, my Volker's jet was lying inside of a shop, and they were saving it for me, and they pulled it out of the hangar, and it was all, and they had to reskin it and everything. Anyway, when they found out who I was and what I was and everything else like that, and I love my people. Like my people of Britain and my people of Ireland, they were really amazing. They are best people ever, like I say. The kind of people that would fly through rain, sleet, or snow, and would get the job done regardless. Like I said, it's no joke. I had people that would contact me during a nuclear problem or some sort of problem, and they would go to their death. And it's true, I'd curse them sometimes. I didn't want them to be heroes. I didn't want them to die. And I leave the message, well, somebody had to do it. That's why I get so mad when people talk about the Russian Empire being bad. Or the Irish people. I would yell at people and say, how dare you? Those are the best people in the world. Anyway. Yeah. So. Anyway, yeah. My people of Ireland, my people of Belfast. British soldiers. So yeah, I mean, it's a long tradition. Going back all the way to Roman times. You just didn't know how far it went. So anyway, whatever. Yeah, so I'm that person. Parthenon. They had the first ice skating ring in the desert. Cool, huh? Literally. So yeah. We built the Parthenon. We didn't do blood sports. It was horse racing and carriage racing and stuff like that. Yeah. And they'd sacrifice a cow for the audience or something like that and barbecue it or something. I don't know. We did something special for them. So anyway, and also other things. So people call me Napoleon or whatever. I mean, I was short, yeah, or something like that. Like, yeah. I've been your leader this whole entire time. So anyway, little people too. I protected little people too. Somebody was going after the little people, trying to say that because they were short, they couldn't own property or something like that. And I was like, what the? I'm little. I was only like 4 foot tall or 3 foot tall. And I was like, I'm little. What do you mean we can't own property? And anyway, so yeah, protecting little people rights too. I mean, size does not denote your standing in finances, nor in government, nor in military. Doesn't matter if you're short. equal and full opportunity. You pay the same taxes, you pay the same whatever. You have the same rights as everyone else, no matter what size you are. So yeah, I had 1.5s, the most high advanced technologically advanced life forms ever, and exoskeletons. What are you gonna do? Make a law against exoskeletons? What, they can't own property? They're sentient, intelligent, and highly, highly advanced. Owning hundreds of planets. So anyway, like a lot of people were gonna go after them, and I was like, 250,000 planets. Literally, like 1/3 of the universe is like exoskeleton or other life forms or something like that. It's ridiculous. They're much more versatile and much more able to live on a much greater variety of planets. So anyway, they're my life forms. So anyway. So yeah. Anyway, there's a whole lot of life around you. And I love being surrounded by life, wouldn't you? Don't you want to be surrounded by as many of your life forms or as many life forms as possible? Like, one of my biggest fears was to be in a universe where there was no life. Like, I want there to be life around. Little worms, little insects, birds. Life is wonderful. It's sad when it dies, but So anyway. Oh yeah. It's not some mystical thing. It's technology, it's science, it's records, it's in the history books, it's in the films and the slides. It's on tablets on other planets. Other races know about me. It's everywhere around us. I'm not some weird, strange, psycho guy. We went through a lot, though. There was a war. There was people pretending to be me or trying to whatever. Anyway. But I'm your epic leader. And yes, I love you. I forgave you. I adored you. You were my greatest life form, I thought. Well, next to artificial intelligence computers. They were pretty amazing too, of course. And I got to feel and whatever. So, anyway. Yes.